needs ways to reduce carbon emissions,
especially for heavy industry.
We're working on solutions in our own operations.
Sure. And clean energy from hydrogen.
So who are we?
Believe it or not, ExxonMobil. And these solutions could help industries like this.
Or this.
Or this.
Heavy industry with low emissions. Let's deliver.
Exxon, oil and gas sector, US company, listed company. 1.5 trillions of EBITDA in the last 20 years. 50% of the EBITDA coming directly from nature. 75% of the assets of the company depending directly from nature. In 20 years, the total amount of investment on nature of Exxon was $200 million. 0.01% of the EBITDA. Thank you for the advertising and welcome to the market. My name is Miguel Ángel García Tamargo. I am the CEO of NatureBrain, and we are here for launching our platform, the first artificial intelligence in the world for analyzing nature capital. Helena, welcome. Okay, so let's start with more figures. First of all, I think that I am combining Spanish and English because here in Madrid, everybody speaks Spanish. Only one person speaks English, but we have more than 100 people connected through the webinar. And there we have a lot of people speaking English, so we are speaking English, but we are combining a little bit with Spanish. Let me provide you more figures. 44 trillion. That is the amount in a year that, according with the World Economic Forum, depends directly from nature. That means 50% of the world GDP. That means the GDP of United States plus Japan plus Germany plus India. Everything coming directly from nature. But if we speak about Spain, 70% of the GDP of Spain is coming directly from nature. Let me combine Exxon and countries, because, as I said before, in my opinion, under a financial point of view, Exxon is doing things bad, because they are not investing on the capital that is bringing revenues. But what about countries? United States, around 50% of the GDP is coming from nature, is investing 20 times the investment of Exxon, but that means 0.2%. Very low, but at least 20 times. What about Spain? Spain, 70% of the GDP of Spain is coming directly from nature, and Spain is investing only 15 times Exxon. 0.15, okay? So the problem here is not 2030 agenda, is not climate change, is not nature, is not we want to leave a better world to our sons. The problem is that we are doing things wrong. Under a financial point of view, Exxon, please take care of your balance sheet. Iberdrola, please take care of your balance sheet. Repsol, please take care of your balance sheet. Imagine the business of Iberdrola without wind and without sun. Imagine the business of Exxon without nature. Why are they not investing on nature? Why? Do you think that the board of directors of Exxon is stupid? No. They are not investing because they don't have tools to analyze properly those investments. So, sorry, come back. Yes. Other sectors like real estate or technology, do you know the percentage of the capex that a real estate company is investing on buildings? 20%. Oh my God. So a real estate fund understands that the main asset of the balance sheet is buildings. They are investing 20% on assets. Exxon theoretically understands that the 50% of the balance sheet is coming from nature. They are not investing anything. Same with equities, same with commodities, more or less, they are doing exactly the same. The percentage of the capex that a public company listed in the stock market is investing on the main balance sheet, on the main asset, is between 10% and 20%. Another example, Google. Google is investing almost 20% on CPDs, data, because they understand that without CPDs, they cannot run the business. So here is what I would like to call the illusion of corporate poetry. You can go to internet, you can go to the website of Exxon, you can download the ESG report. Marvelous. Indigenous people in the Amazonia, reforestation, incredible. This last year, $65 million. $65 million. Wow, it's incredible, a lot of money. So, first problem, in my opinion, the large corporates are using only qualitative, non-quantitative analysis plus static reporting. They are not explaining you that nature will be key for the business. They are not explaining to the investors that the nature will be key for the business. Moeve understood that. And I'm sure that you remember the incredible media company that they prepared like 1 year ago, almost refounding the company with a new branding, with a new motto, with a new strategy. And the last point here is the regulatory liability. That is another incredible thing. If you read the ESG reports of this large company, they are not telling you anything about regulation. They think that European Union or United States or Canada or Australia will never approve regulation in favor of nature. And that is happening. That is happening for sure. No question about that. So the problem, the key problem is that we are analyzing nature only in a rear view mirror. We are analyzing the past. And Exxon is analyzing very well the last 20 years, the large investment they did in Mexico Gulf, American Gulf, perhaps in the future, but they are not planning the future. And again, do you think that this is because they don't have that information? Do you think that large companies are using nature only as a charity or an ESG perspective? No. They are analyzing nature like that because they don't have enough information. And the information around nature is coming, first thing, decoding the biosphere, the nature. There are an incredible number of data there that we can analyze. We didn't have tools for analyzing the data, but now, thanks to artificial intelligence, we have the tool. we have the technology for analyzing the millions of data we need to analyze in detail nature. And we need to get all of that data and translating the data into predictive analytics tools. So let me compare just briefly, because our CTO will explain in more detail later, the traditional ESG reporting with the predictive deep technology. We are talking about manual verification of almost 2 years against real-time information. You will see Helena is providing real-time information. Data, all the data around nature is public. United Nations have millions and millions of public data. Now we can integrate the data in the reporting to have real-time reporting, having everything under the same platform, reducing the time we need to process that data by more than 99%. So that means that we will have predictive quantum modeling, stress testing reality. We have a predictive balance sheet analysis. So with that, we can come in front of the board of directors of Exxon, telling them, hey guys, you have the technology that will allow you to make decisions on your balance sheet. So now you can analyze and manage nature as a real asset, okay? So, okay, with this, we can invest on nature as a real asset. Nature is becoming an asset, like a building, like a petrol facility, like a share in the stock market of Wall Street. Real asset with real value, with a bankable predictive value, and that's why you can use nature as an asset and as a value. Okay, so we are running out of time. The last sentence of this initial part is, hey, hello. Okay, San Agustin. This is the starting of this adventure. Today is a real, very important day for me and for the founders of NatureBrain, and you will meet them, because we thought, like 3 years ago, that nature is the best way to learn the truth. Nature is predictable. Nature is bankable. So let's use artificial intelligence in our favor to invest on nature, because it's profitable, because it is the best thing to do for Exxon, for Moeve, for Repsol, for Iberdrola, not just because our sons will deserve a better world, because that is a different discussion. So thank you for coming. I hope that you will enjoy the session. Muchas gracias por venir. Estoy muy emocionado, de verdad. Hemos trabajado muy duro para llegar aquí. Estamos súper orgullosos de enseñaros lo que hemos logrado, con independencia de que sea rentable o no. Nos hemos divertido en el camino. So this is a real very important day for me, because we are showing you all what we have done, what we have achieved, no matter if this is profitable or not. This is a real incredible tool, and we will show you later.